The complex relationship between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and gervonta.Davis has been a roller coaster of mentorship, success, betrayal, and eventual reconciliation, capturing the attention of the boxing world. Their story, rooted in a father-son-like bond, unraveled into public disputes, with accusations flying on both sides, only to see a surprising reunion ahead of Davis's rematch with Lamont Roach. This saga, filled with emotional highs and lows, offers a window into the pressures of fame, the dynamics of mentorship, and the personal growth of two boxing titans. Their journey began in 2015 when Mayweather, a boxing legend with an undefeated 50-0 record, spotted Davis during one of Adrian Broner's training camps. At the time, Davis was a young, hungry fighter, just 2 years into his professional career with a 16-0 record. Mayweather saw star potential in the Baltimore native and signed him to Mayweather Promotions, aiming to mold him into a superstar. The bond they formed was more than professional. It was deeply personal, with Mayweather often referring to Davis as a son. For Davis, Mayweather was a larger-than-life figure, someone he idolized and leaned on for guidance in navigating the cutthroat world of boxing. Under Mayweather's wing, Davis's career skyrocketed. He won world titles in multiple weight divisions, earning a reputation as one of the most exciting and devastating punchers in the sport. His speed, power, and charisma drew comparisons to a young Mayweather, with many calling him the next Floyd Mayweather. Mayweather's game plan was clear: help Davis become a world champion and take his career to unprecedented heights. For 7 years, their partnership was fruitful, bringing fame and fortune to both. Mayweather's mentorship included not just technical training but also life lessons, though Davis would later question the sincerity of some of these gestures. The cracks in their relationship began to show as Davis matured and sought greater control over his career. By 2022, the once unbreakable bond had fractured, leading to Davis's departure from Mayweather Promotions. The split was far from amicable, with Davis airing his grievances publicly. In a video posted to social media, he warned other boxers against signing with Mayweather Promotions, claiming the company could damage their careers. He accused Mayweather of putting him in lose-lose situations, particularly referencing his first world title fight against Jose Pedraza in 2017. At the time, Davis was 21, undefeated at 16-0, and hadn't fought in 7 or 8 months. Financially strapped, he was making roughly $10,000 per fight, barely enough to support himself, let alone his family. Davis claimed Mayweather forced him to take the Pedraza fight under threat of being shelved, leaving him no choice but to comply despite being unprepared. During this period, Davis faced eviction and had to sell his jewelry to make ends meet, hardships he attributed to Mayweather's manipulation. Davis's accusations painted a picture of a mentor who, rather than uplifting him, sought to keep him dependent. He described Mayweather's financial help, such as giving $10,000 or $15,000 to help his mother move out of the hood, as insufficient and manipulative. Davis argued that such sums were mere crumbs, designed to keep him coming back for more, ensuring he remained under Mayweather's control. He likened Mayweather to a master manipulator, a stark contrast to the generous mentor Mayweather portrayed himself as. These revelations shocked fans, tarnishing Mayweather's image as a benevolent figure in boxing. Mayweather, for his part, maintained that he had always supported Davis. In interviews, he insisted he had no hard feelings about their split, emphasizing that he viewed Davis as a son and only wanted the best for him. He claimed his game plan had always been to help Davis become a world champion and elevate his career. However, Davis's public criticism stung, and Mayweather occasionally fired back. In an Instagram live session, he trolled Davis by posting an old video of him, and in another interview with Fight Hype, he scolded boxers, including Davis, though not by name, for focusing on luxuries and appearances rather than their craft. Mayweather contrasted this with his own career, highlighting the relentless work ethic that made him a legend, implying Davis was falling short of that standard. The tension escalated in 2023 when Davis accused Mayweather of banning him from his Las Vegas gym during training camp for his high-profile fight against Ryan Garcia. Davis's trainers, Calvin Ford and Kenny Ellis, corroborated this claim, expressing frustration and betrayal. Ford recounted calling Mayweather to confirm the ban, only for Mayweather to deny it. Ellis was more direct, questioning Mayweather's motives. "If Tank is like a son to you, why would you put him out of the gym before the biggest fight of his career?" The coaches suggested Mayweather wanted Davis to lose, a claim that fueled speculation about jealousy or resentment. Davis's camp kept the incident quiet during the Garcia fight, not wanting to distract him, but the hurt lingered. Despite the adversity, Davis thrived. The gym incident, Ford later reflected, was a lesson within a lesson. It pushed Davis to work harder, and he delivered a seventh-round knockout against Garcia, cementing his status as one of boxing's elite. Ford saw the experience as a blessing in disguise, teaching Davis to stand 10 toes down and rely on his own grind, a Baltimore mindset of resilience. The public feud continued, with both sides trading barbs. Davis alleged Mayweather was stuck in Dubai over unpaid debts, a claim Mayweather dismissed as baseless. Mayweather, meanwhile, suggested Davis was ungrateful, a narrative that divided fans. Some saw Davis as a young fighter exploited by a powerful figure, while others viewed him as disloyal to the man who gave him his break. The parallels between Mayweather and Davis extended to their in-ring experiences, particularly around a controversial moment in each of their careers. In May 2001, Mayweather faced Carlos Hernandez to defend his WBC super featherweight title. During the sixth round, he took a knee, gesturing to his corner as if something was wrong with his left hand. Commentators speculated about an injury, but no significant blow had landed. Despite the 8-count deduction, Mayweather won convincingly, dominating on the scorecards. Similarly, in his first fight against Lamont Roach, Davis took a knee in a moment that raised questions. Critics argued he was lucky to escape with a draw, a result that humbled him and exposed vulnerabilities. Mayweather, watching from afar, acknowledged Davis's talent but noted he had to prove himself in the rematch. The draw was a stark contrast to Mayweather's career, which never saw a draw or significant loss, highlighting the pressure on Davis to live up to his mentor's legacy. The boxing world was stunned when, ahead of Davis's rematch with Roach, he and Mayweather reconciled. Mayweather visited Davis's training, observing him spar and offering support. The reunion was unexpected, given their bitter history, but it mirrored Mayweather's visit to Shakur Stevenson's camp earlier that year, suggesting a pattern of mending fences. Davis expressed appreciation for Mayweather's past help, acknowledging that, despite their issues, he had benefited from his mentorship. However, he remained cautious, emphasizing that Mayweather's help often came with strings attached. The reconciliation was partly driven by Davis's humbling draw against Roach, which forced him to reflect on his career and relationships. Mayweather, perhaps sensing an opportunity to reclaim his role as a mentor, stepped in to guide Davis through a critical rematch. Their meeting was cordial, with underlying tension. Mayweather watched Davis train, offering pointers, while Davis focused on proving himself in the ring. For Mayweather, the visit was a chance to show there was no bad blood, though some wondered if it was also a way to assert his influence over Davis's comeback narrative. The saga of Mayweather and Davis is a cautionary tale about the complexities of mentorship in boxing, where personal and professional ambitions often clash. For Davis, Mayweather was both a lifeline and a source of pain, a mentor who opened doors but also set obstacles. For Mayweather, Davis was a protege whose success he championed but whose defiance challenged his legacy. Their reunion, while heartwarming, leaves questions unanswered. Was Mayweather's support genuine, or a strategic move to stay relevant in Davis's story? Can Davis fully trust Mayweather after years of perceived betrayal? As Davis prepares for his rematch with Roach, the boxing world watches not just for his performance but for how his relationship with Mayweather evolves. Their story is one of resilience, of a young fighter rising from the streets of Baltimore to global stardom, navigating fame, betrayal, and finding his own path. For Mayweather, it's a reminder that even legends cast shadows, and their actions ripple through the lives of those they mentor. The love and respect between them, however strained, endures, a testament to the enduring bonds forged in the brutal, beautiful world of boxing.